tonight. Thank you for your time and energy. I'm happy to answer any questions should they arise.
Thank you, Mr. McChesney. Denise Lambert.
Good evening. I'd like to thank all those who went through the process of reviewing the charter school for the performing arts. I agree with their recommendation to decline this charter. I noticed that where the charter had changed from the county was that at the county they had an audition process. And in this charter, there's sort of, I guess, an evening where the students would get to try out different things and then present in front of their board of directors. So I was wary of that. And also that process is also not inclusive, because if special needs students were to attend that process, they would not have their supports with them. I'm also concerned with putting gifted and talented students to isolate them from other students. They will not have the diverse experience to feed their artistic minds. Their diverse learning styles may not be accommodated in the online education process. The arts are a place for collaboration and inclusion, and not isolation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Lambert. Is it Andre Anna Jovan? Is she here? No, okay, not here. Jeff Carter. Is Jeff here? Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, folks. My name is Jeff Carter. For 28 years, I've had the privilege and honor of collaborating with some of the most interesting, creative, intelligent, and capable students you're likely to meet, as I've helped to carry on the traditions of musical excellence as choral music instructor, and for the last 6 years, instructor of class guitar at both Ignatia Valley High School and Oak Grove Middle School. I appreciate your time and allowing me to share some comments and concerns about the Performing Arts Charter High School currently under proposal. First of all, at a previous board meeting, a representative from the corporation behind the charter proposal said words to the effect that they could better serve our community's performing arts students or help them succeed in ways that our district's music programs could not and have not. I'm not sure what the reps from the charter company were looking at or listening to, because all around me I have programs flourishing, from choral music and instrumental music programs tripling or more in size at College Park, Concord High, Northgate, to giant 100-plus member monster choruses at two of my own feeder elementary schools, to repeated state-level recognition for superior musical performances, to premieres of nationally recognized plays never before done or allowed to be done at the high school level. The list is endless. I only have time for a few of those highlights. Could those accomplishments be related to the strength of our teachers? While they may often crow over the success of their programs, you might be surprised to find out what kind of deep talent and accolades inform the arts instruction of our students through dangerously talented and inspiring instructors who still perform, create, publish, and practice what they preach to their students. I would be one of those. Again, time does not allow for the long list I have to provide. Fortunately for you, I'm better behind the piano than I am behind a Prezi app. But I think the most pressing point that needs to be addressed, and the biggest fear for me, is when a parent suggests that their sensitive, artistic child won't do well in their public school setting and needs a place to thrive, such as a performing arts charter would suggest to provide. I teach at Ignatia Valley High School. Cheryl and I share that fact. You all know what you've heard about this school here and there. What you might not know without actually showing up a few times at events and seeing what we're really about is that we're also a safe place. At previous meetings, you've met my student, the long, tall, and gorgeous Josiah Sisler. We don't have time here tonight to hear Josiah's whole story, but I need to tell you that Josiah came to YV from Oregon to be supported for who he is. Who he is, under our support and encouragement, has become a catalyst for positive social change at our school, the likes of which I have not seen at any other time in my long and dusty career. Now, I know that our world is changing. I know there's many Josiahs out there at the crest of that change. But the idea that our Josiah might have been wooed away by a performing arts charter and that he might never have left his mark on the social conscience of our student body at YV the way he has, that idea to me is unfathomable. In closing, I'd like to point out that anybody can open a private school with the money and connections that this charter organization obviously has. As a district, we already compete with many private schools for our best and brightest. As a community member, I can tell you that not one child on the street I live on, which is less than a mile from YV, and down the street from Oak Grove, attends a public school in our district. In light of this, as a committed stakeholder in the instructional team at Mount Delavan Unified School District, as a loyal member of the faculties at Oak Grove and YV, and as a Concord resident who loves living in the Oak Grove Middle School and Ignatia Valley High School neighborhoods, I think the last thing we should do is give our blessings to an exclusive institution that pulls money out of the coffers of its sister high schools with one hand while pillaging their performing arts student rosters with the other. And I strongly encourage you to deny the passage of this charter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.